Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, I'm Lana from South Florida with my beautiful orchids that I grow outdoor here. So let's see what is blooming today in my garden, and then we can talk a little bit about fertilizing. A couple of my YouTube channel friends asked me to make a video. So first thing first, look at this Mimi Palmer in full bloom, and it's so fragrant, it's amazing. The fragrance, so sweet, so potent, it's so nice. She's a pretty good size orchid attached to the big clay pot. And she's coupled with the Violetta Benjan. This one is not blooming, but I have one that is in full bloom. Oh, little butterflies. Just had to pause to see if I can get a better view of her. She's so beautiful. I love the color and the shape of the petals. Alright. Let's see what's here. This huge Vanda. Oh my gosh, I love her. Ginormous flowers. So beautiful, still blooming. Looks so happy. And we have few fragrant Vandas are blooming. This one is so sweet. Ooh. Let's focus on you. Have little flowers and it's blooming for a long time now, so it looks a little bit shaggy, but she didn't lose the color. Maybe a little bit paler lip, but smells so good. I believe I have a tag here. That's the name of her. Patram. Oh, it's a blue one blooming here. What's with the camera today? It's a Pichara Delight. Beautiful blue flowers. This one is a little bit on a smaller size flowers, but they are beautiful, very rich ink bluish color. She is a good size, but on the younger side, so the flower is not as big. And look what's blooming again. This is a short spike opening up of Retusa, Rinca Stylus Retusa. That's the tag. I just had a video a few weeks ago with the 2 flower spikes, and this is the 3rd one. Alright, and it's gonna be so hard to focus on these little guys. She just opening up. There she is. There is another one, very fragrant. This one is even sweeter. Oh my gosh, I love to stand here. Okay, let's focus. It's been blooming for a long time too. I just moved it to this area. Kind of yellowish with brownish. I think it's mixed hybrid Danciniana with Mimi Palmer. It smells so good. I mean, Mimi Palmer by itself and Danciniana Vanda. They are very potent in fragrance, and mix 2 of those together, oh my gosh, it's so sweet. This one is on the way out but still heading in there. Also very fragrant, and it's sunny, so we're not getting a good picture. Where is the tag? Oh, there it is in the back of it. If we only can see it. I do not want to make this video too long, so I'm gonna pause a little bit here and there. And then of course this beauty, I do want to make a separate video for it. I don't know, lately the videos, the camera getting worse and worse with the focusing. Whether I updated the phone and it happens. Look at this beautiful violet. There are 3 spikes there. Overall it has like 5 or 6 spikes, the flower spikes. It's too sunny there. I don't know guys if you can see, but I'll make a separate video when the sun comes down a little bit here. So the little kikis, it has 3 kikis, also have a couple of flower spikes. Alright, I'm going to pause. We're gonna go on the other side, so we'll shorten the video. Alright, this is little Vanda from Maud's orchid is blooming, and she is fragrant. The flowers are teeny tiny, kind of light greenish, lemonish with a beautiful pink lip, and very fragrant. So I love her. That's her name, Quantum. Ooh, I placed her on a broken clay pot, pieces of broken clay pot. That's all I had at the time, and she's little, so I thought she liked it. The roots are so nice, all green and healthy, but she just needs a little time to recover from the traveling in the box. So pretty and very fragrant. Not many are blooming right now, but lots of Vandas and Dendrobiums are starting to get their flower spikes. So we're gonna get in the season. Look at this orange with freckles. Little flower. This is and let's check out the Vanda bed. There's still few of them blooming here, and it's hard to see the screen with the sun, but it's beautiful little Vandas here. We can check out the way my new Maud's Vandas are doing, and they're doing pretty good. I see lots of new roots, green little roots are growing. I actually have a hard time seeing because of the because of the sun. Let's see this side. I saw a bunch of new roots here. Hi. This is screen glaring so much. And so they are in the pots with the mixed charcoal and lava rocks. And I actually don't like plant them. They're gonna go their new roots into the mixing pot mix. But they're really tied up to the pole, to a pole, and they're not, the part of the plant is not inside of the mix, just like a centimeter above it. See it over there. So, but they're gonna grow their roots inside into a pot like these guys are doing here. My older arrangements here, they grew lots of roots, and they're really growing them into media. I don't see anything, it's glaring, but they look happy. And the yellow with red freckles, doing good. And this dendrobium, ginormous, still blooming strong. This one been to several videos already because it's a really long lasting. Love it. And I want to see this orange mocara. There are two of them blooming, both of them same color, orange with a red lip and a cranberry red lip. So beautiful. So one have 2 spikes and the other one spike. So 3 spikes for 2 viandas. There are the roots. A little bit of moss. Alright, you guys, let's go see the fertilizing part. Alright, I'm back, guys, for my fertilizing part of the video. So for weekly fertilizer, I use all-purpose 20-20-20. This one. So this one I use once a week. The blue stuff, it's water soluble, so it's a half a teaspoon per gallon and gallon of water. And then sometimes I use Epsom salt, just a quarter of the teaspoon per gallon. And sometimes, maybe like every other feed, I use this liquid kelp. It's a seaweed, I believe. Kelp or seaweed? I always get confused, but it's a brown smelly liquid, and all my tools get really brown from it. But this one I only add twice a month. So I mix it all together, the all-purpose fertilizer, Epsom salt, and this one. And this one I only use half a teaspoon per gallon. I believe it's a half a teaspoon. I'll double check and I write down if I mistake. So I always have a cheat list. So this one is a half a gallon. So I already add water. This is just a spray bottle. But the spray bottle I use just fertilize orchids in my patio because it's more controlled with the spray bottle. What I use in the backyard is this, which I attach hose to. So it's just faster and get all my viandas soaked pretty fast. This one is 10 gallon for 10 gallons. So it's a small jar, and you just fill up this jar with water, full of it, makes it 10 gallons. I think there's another measurements on the other side. Yes, it filled to top for 10 gallon. So, and then I count the teaspoons. What for 10 gallons would be 5 teaspoons of water soluble, because we're using half a teaspoon per gallon of this. And then if you use Epsom salt, it's a quarter of Epsom salt per gallon, or quarter of teaspoon per gallon. So it makes it, oh my, I need to calculate it. I'll get back to it. Once a month I use this one. This is a the bloom booster. 1135, 15. So the middle number is the one that is important for the blossoming. So this one I use once a month, and it's teaspoon per gallon of water. And this, you can mix it in when you fertilize, usually once a month. I do it with bloom booster. This is Physin 20, algicide, fungicide, bactericide, viruside. So it's kind of preventative. It's not strong. not aggressive, but it's more used for preventative from all the bugs. Not bugs. For bugs, I use Orthin because we have lots of bugs in Florida. And also once a month, or when I have lots of new spikes just starting coming in, flower spikes, then I spray for bugs. Because if we get three, oh my gosh, I cannot even say that word. Anyway, you guys, I do treat my plants for bugs too. So let's mix this up. I use little spoon, my measuring spoons. I need my right hand. So since it's just a half a gallon, I do a quarter. We need a half a teaspoon, right, for gallon. So we use just this, not too much. And I'm gonna use a little bit of Epsom salt, and it would be just half of the quarter teaspoon, a little bit. This helps with the plants, like because they're on the sun, sometimes the leaves get so pale. They get more green color when you use Epsom salt for fertilizer, with your fertilizer. All right, so I'm not gonna use kelp just because it's messy, and I used it last week. I'm kind of skipping one. All right, give me a second. All right, and my blue ink dendrobium still blooming, and I think I found a name for it. I think it's like Blue Angel Midnight. It's kind of burned out a little bit by the sun. This one is freshly opened, darker color, but it's like on the bright sun. So anyway, the plants that bloom, I try not to spray the flower spikes. So just make sure you mix it well, and then spray down there in the media, right? Just spray it, make it wet. They like also spraying leaves, but right now it's too sunny. I'm just gonna spray the media around the roots. So once a week strings of fertilizers, which is half a teaspoon per gallon of water of the 20-20-20 water soluble fertilizer. And what we have here, this is just for demonstration because I don't usually normally fertilize them when they are when it's sunny. This one funny thing, this is the color of the normal of this dendrobium, and this was a new spike, and that's the color it came out to be. So whether there are two plants, separate plants in this pot, which I had no idea, but this anomaly happened. They are two different spikes, same pot. I thought it was the same plant, different colors. I was surprised seeing it. We want to wet the roots. I like even wet the pot because they do like to attach to the pot, and so they take some moisture from the pot, the clay pot. All right, look at this one, poor thing, still blooming, but it's burned out. What else is here? This beautiful color, dendrobium. And so much sun, I don't see the screen, so I don't know if it's even focusing well. So pretty, such a rich color of the leaf. Beautiful. So, don't you hate it when it doesn't want to focus on you? Oh, Sherry baby, beautiful. They're not so pretty on the film, but in real life I just want to put my face in them and smell them. These little ones are opening up. This is dendrobium bud because they're small flowers. It's like a miniature kind of. Just doesn't want to focus. We're gonna give up on it or what? Oh, you guys, I don't want to make a long video, but so sad I cannot make it work. Come on, there they are. Oh, so more shady babies here. What's wrong with this camera? And something is opening up here, but somebody knocked down this pot last night, broke a flower. The one was already opened. It's a dendrobium, also dark purple. I want to see it. All right, guys, and let's see the hose, the way I do it with the hose. So I'm gonna pause for the fertilizing with the hose. Oh, before we do that, I just saw these little guys here, the purple splash, little dendrobiums starting to open up. And here is Encyclia, smells so good. Sorry you guys, so much sun, I don't know what I'm doing. Today is so hot, I am sweating, seriously. I came out a little bit late, and that's what I get here in Florida. So hot. All right, let's see the rest of it. All right, so I just pour water here. We have water, and the brown stuff is a kelp. That's what I was talking about. It's not a dirt. So I'm actually just pour water for 8-gallon mix, not 10-gallon. This one, see to the 8-gallon mark. So it means if we use half a teaspoon of the water all-purpose fertilizer for a gallon, for 8 gallons we need 4 teaspoons, right? So 4 teaspoons. I'm gonna use 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a teaspoon. 1. Just make sure you measure it properly. 2, then 3, and 4. I'm gonna also use Epsom salt. So I need only a 1/4 teaspoon per gallon, so I need 2 teaspoons of this for 8 gallons of water, right? And again, when you attach the hose to this jar, it mixes it with the water too. So you, although it's not 8-gallon bucket, it's gonna mix, kind of creating more water, spray, and use up 8 gallons of water. Somehow it works. So then we attach this lid. First I'm gonna put it to the hose, and let's go see the hose. So let me pause. Just gonna need my second hand here. All right, this is attached lid, and then putting in, and I'm gonna screw the jar to the lid, and then we're gonna go water my viandas outside. All right, see you in a second. For this one to work, so right now it's just spraying water. When I put my finger on this hole, close this thing, then it goes with the mixing with the fertilizer. So there are some jars that has a little spring here, so you can turn it on and turn it off. Mine is old-fashioned. there are better design of those little jars. They're not expensive. I've seen them for $9 on Amazon. So I would buy when when this breaks, I will buy one with the little turn on and off little flip switch, so I can turn off water when I need to. Alright, so just close the hole, and now we get my viandas hose down, but with fertilizer. I don't know if you guys can see. And try not to do the flower part. And once on it's done, I'm just gonna do the roots a little bit, and I'll finish it a little later, just because it's sunny here. Let's do a little bit here in the shade. So you wanna wait when the roots get turn green. And as I said, I'm spraying leaves and everything, really. Trying to do it early in the morning or after the sun is down, not sunset, but if it's shady in the evening, but not too late, so they will dry a little bit, not going to sleep too wet. But if they're blooming, I'm avoiding to spray it on the flowers. Just the roots. Alright, this is about it. My little jar here. And we can see how much water did I use. Fertilizer I used. See, we had, let's see. Oh. Hold on, I need to change the camera. So when we started, it was 8 gallons. Now we're down to 6 gallons. So I didn't use up the whole thing yet. But I'm not gonna do it because it's too much sun. I'll finish it later when it gets more shady. Well, this is it for this video, you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and have an awesome weekend.